Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men who are diligently pushing this word in all truth and in sincerity, spreading this gospel across the four corners of the planet Earth. All right. Risking life and livelihood in so doing. All right. Um, it seems that, we are on, as the scriptures tell you, man, we are in battle mode. Okay. And we are receiving, we're receiving damages in the flesh and in the spirit. All right. And likewise we are damaging uh you know those, the wicked, all right, spiritually, all right, with these scriptures. Now we're not able to come against them physically, all right. Now that's for who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahweh Shai. All right. Vengeance will be his. All right. But we are the support. All right. And, you have a lot, especially our people, 2/3 of our people, and even those of our people who are in the truth. And, well, I wouldn't say in the truth, but, they know that they're Israelites. And, a lot of them, they claim that they're keeping, the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. But a lot of these people are blind followers of the blind. All right. Again, they are blind followers of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, then they shall both go into a ditch. All right. They shall both go into a ditch. And that ditch ultimately is going to be Babylon the Great, which is, according to the scriptures, is America. Okay. And so 2/3 of you people will be destroyed here in America. All right. A lot of you are going to take the mark of the beast, because a lot of you are not spiritually and physically prepared for what's coming. All right. And the spirit ultimately is going to have to guide us through this. This is nothing that we ourselves have any control of. I find it that, even dealing with people, man, the spirit would take those people away out of your life. The spirit would take those people out of your life. And because they're ultimately they're not fit. Okay, as it's seen, they may not be fit for what's coming. All right. And so, like I said, you even have Israelites, people who know that they're Hebrew Israelites. They know, a few scriptures. Okay. They are, again, blind followers of the blind. All right. And, their leaders are not preparing them for what is about to happen. Okay, so these people are not, they're not, you know, before you do anything, like, before you play certain sports, you train. All right, you train. If you want to play a sport that's going to be strenuous, you train. You want to get your muscles, your muscle memory ready. You want to build your stamina. Okay. You want to, go through some tough challenges doing your workouts so that when you actually play this sport, okay, you're able to last, all right, as much as you can, all right. And these other Israelite groups and camps are not preparing their people in such a manner, all right. The scriptures, a lot of these, these individuals, you see them running to gyms and working out, but the scripture says, exercise only, roughly paraphrasing the scriptures, exercise only, helps a little, all right. It only helps a little. So, doing exercises, and it's not going to get you through the MOTB. It's not going to get you through when those nukes come. All right. And the things that are going to uh, the things that are going to happen. All right. As far as the prophecies that are going to lead up to those things, the mark of the beast, and then the nukes coming. All right. So, I had to take a blast from the past. And so I remember when I was growing up, um, you know, uh, I was we were well aware of the possibility at times. Like when I was growing up, it was always a threat. We used to have drills, nuke drills. Okay, we used to have tornado drills and nuke drills. All right, where we would get under go under the desk or go in the hallway of the school and put our face towards the wall and uh, in case a nuke or a tornado came. All right, and you would watch the news and you would hear certain terms. All right, so there's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen. So let me get a scripture. All right, you have Bishop Nate, okay, saying that he doesn't know. Okay, this is not the time to not be knowing. Okay, this is not the time for uncertainty. All right. Matter of fact, let me get a scripture. All right. And I'm not going to lie to you, brothers and sisters. I have not really been in the spirit. I have, man. Satan has been, hey, man. Satan has been coming down. All right, putting the mollywop towards my ass, man. Putting belt to ass. All right, one way or another. All right. Okay, now I can't spell. Am I spell? Oh man. Okay. Okay, let me try another way to spell this word. Maybe that's it. Let's see. Oh, now this damn. I mean, all of the devices don't want to work. All right. Okay. So this is 1 Corinthians 14:8. And it says, "For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?" Okay, and that's pretty much what Bishop Nate, and these other leaders, outside of, Great Millstone, who are not even affiliated with Great Millstone, that's what they're doing. They're giving an uncertain sound. They're supposed to be the trumpet. A lot of these Israelite groups, they're preparing for, party time at the Passover, man. Okay? Now the Passover is okay. But letting certain things you know be bigger than the prophecies. All right. uh and not preparing the people. Jake is out of control. Okay, Jake is out of total control, man. These damn women, they're out of control. I mean, you can't make enough videos about them. You got to the point to now you even have women. Okay, women are now making videos because it's just disgusting. And they got this thing where they go down to Houston, okay, for spring break or whatever, and they're saying it's just buck wild and nasty, like the AIDS. It's just passing AIDS and shit out, man. And it's it has to come to an end. All right. And a lot of Israelites are not going to be ready. They're not going to be prepared. Okay. Again, 1 Corinthians 14:8, for if the trumpet give an uncertain sound. So, these guys talking about, well, I don't know if the missiles are going to hit today or, then next year or 3 years or 50 years. They don't know. They don't know when any of this is going to happen. But, we're telling you, okay? We don't know the day that it's going to happen, but it's on the horizon. It's around the corner. All right. The rapper Tupac, he talked about him, visioning his own death. Okay. A lot, and ultimately, he rapped about it and ultimately it happened. Okay. Ultimately what he was saying, it actually became a reality. Okay. But did he know the day that he was going out? No, man. All right. So we don't know the day, but America, okay, and 2/3 of you people, you are about to be taken out, man. And you're seeing the method and the way that it's about to happen. Listen. Oil and prices are up. Gasoline prices are up. Okay. Gasoline could very well go up to $20, man. Gasoline could very well go up to $20, and that's why they pushed. In my opinion, that's why they pushed these electric vehicles. Okay, they really pushed these. You like, why did no one wants a damn electric vehicle. And people buy them. They're giving people. They're giving them deals, incentives on getting an electrical vehicle. Tesla, you got a lot of people with those. And those are damn near death traps. I don't want to be in that shit. Okay. So, um, these leaders, okay, they are the trumpet. We are the trumpet, all right? But they are given an uncertain sound because they're uncertain about the timeline of these prophecies, all right? So that's why you got people who are not prepared for the battle. Okay. So I remember when I was younger, growing up, like I was saying, um, of things that I was terrified of. Man, we were terrified. All right, we were terrified. We were terrified of the possibility of Then they were really talking about the in exchange of nuclear exchange between Russia and America. But that was always a possibility. But then you had other things. They were putting Iran, which as I read this article that I'm about to read, that you're looking at, uh, I was afraid of the Arabs. I was insanely afraid of Arabs because the way that they depicted Arabs here in the West. Okay, the way that they're depicted here in the West is if you see one of these motherfuckers, okay, they're liable to detonate. Okay, and they had it to where and it was all smoke and mirrors. It was all smoke and mirrors. Let me tell you something. Here in the West, okay, Arabs are welcomed into Edomite communities. They're welcomed with open arms in Edomite communities. Okay? Elam, okay? You got the Edomites living, the Amalek and the rest of the Edomites living next door to each other. And then you have Elam and Ishmael, okay? Moab, they're all neighbors. Okay, but when Jake moves in, it's time to go. Especially a southern kingdom. Okay? When the southern kingdom Jake moves in, then it's time to go. So, I typed in what was the last country to use anthrax. Now, when I was growing up, that was the big thing, all right? Anthrax, okay? That was what you were afraid of, okay? That's what they were going to use. And so they haven't been talking about it much, okay? Now, and I tried to see, but I said, what was the last country to use anthrax? So let's see. Says Savorsky, USSR in 1979. All right. Anthrax spores were accidentally released from a secret military biological facility. Now, how did they get out of a secret military biological facility? Okay. It says the Soviet government intentionally claimed it was from tainted meat before later admitting it was an accidental military leak. It wasn't accidental. Someone did that on purpose. Okay? And so that's Esau who released the anthrax. All right? So Rhodesia, late 1970s. During the Rhodesian Bush War, the Rhodesian government, with assistance from South African intelligence, okay, utilized anthrax in a covert program against black nationalists and their cattle. So again, you have Edomites, all right, who have used this weapon, okay? USA, 2001, letter containing anthrax spores were mailed, killing 5 people and infecting 17 others in or rather, the last major bioterrorism incident. Okay? So I'm sure that that was done intentionally, probably to send a message, okay, to someone. Okay, that guess what? Okay, we can get you, and they sent this stuff through the mail. The 1979 Soviet incident remains the last confirmed case of a sovereign state active weaponized anthrax outbreak. Okay? In history of biological weapons, all right? PBS. Okay, so biological weapons are just, are just, just something handy that Esau has laying around. Okay, biological weapons, and you see, you know, uh, they don't say anything about any country using these weapons besides an Edomite country. All right, and them themselves. All right, they are the ones who use these weapons, and they're going to use them on you people. They're going to use them on the public. They already used uh, the OVED 19. All right, the OVED 19. All right, and so this is Job. All right, this is Job 18, and I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna jump down to 5. Job 18 and 5. It says, "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out." And who are the wicked? The wicked are the damn Edomites. All right, so-called white people, man, woman, and child, whether they were born in the U.S. or overseas. They are the wicked. Okay. It says, "And the spark of his fire shall not shine." All right. So, his intelligence, all right, it's not going to shine. All right. And you see that he's going down mentally, according to Jake. Now you just got all kind of Jake who just, pop out here and they're, total imbeciles, man. Total dimwits. Okay? They're total dimwits. It says, "The light shall be darkened in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him." All right. So it's about to be lights out on these Edomites. All right. There's a scripture that says, uh, is there no more something in Teman, wise men in Teman? Let me get that real quick. See if I can find it. Let's see. Let me see. Don't I spell Teman? Did I spell Teman wrong? Let me see. Should be easy. Okay, this is Jeremiah 49 and 7. "Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman?" Okay. "Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?" Yeah, man, it's over with. Okay, it's pretty much over with for these Edomites. All right, you see, DJ Trump. Okay, they've just fumbled. All right, like, and whatever the nigger woman's doing, Esau's Esau is doing it on a higher level. Okay, however she looks, she looks like Krusty the Clown. What Esau looks like Krusty the damn clown on a higher level. Okay, and this thing that they got going on, this war. Okay, it's only going to get worse, and that's why I'm going over these uh biological weapons. All right, because Hey, they are, hey, when gas prices hit, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen when gas prices, in some places gas prices are $8, but if you see a $20 gas price, and somebody has to go to work, okay, they've moved, you know, out from the city and they've moved out to the, you know, and they have to work, okay. These gas prices are about to crush them. Food prices. Some people are going to pick between eating food, you know, choose between eating food and other things. And not only that, the quality of food has decreased. Man, I normally cook my own meals, man, but as of late, man, I've been actually buying food, out, or just buying a salad. Okay? Because just buying food from the grocery store is damn near terrible, man. It's terrible. Unless you just vinegar soak every damn thing and everything tastes like vinegar. But man, no. Okay. And you could tell you pop the nigger woman. All right. You pop the nigger woman. You crack her. All right. And she smells like a sour ground beef. Sour ground beef, man. And that's from the food, the poisons and toxins that are in these women, man. And when things get hard, okay, when things get hard, uh, you know, uh, natural, there may be a shortage on natural gases. Okay, now this is happening now, but the scripture says, "Hey, pray that you don't have to flee in the wintertime." Okay, or the Sabbath day, roughly paraphrasing that scripture. And some of these people are going to be stuck, in some of these regions to where when it's cold or it's too hot, they're not going to have these natural resources. It you know, now it's you're going to see gas prices just crazy. And this is definitely World War III. I mean, it's not going to go back. Okay, it's not going to go back. Even to open up a lot of these natural what do you call them, oil reserve facilities, to reopen them. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time to reopen a lot of these facilities, to get things back online, to get shipping and ships back online and scheduled. And people, because those ships are just sitting out there, man. That's costing money for those ships to be just sitting out there. That's costing money every day that they sit out there. Okay. So let me go back to the other scripture. Where was I at? Job 18. All right. Verse 7 says, this is Job 18:7. It says, the steps of his strength shall be straightened. All right. And his own counsel shall cast him down. All right. So Esau's own counsel, okay, is going to cast him down. All right. Say that's enough of this damn demon, of this devil. All right. It says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon the snare. All right. So he's fucked up. All right. It's like, you see those movies when they walk and then the thing snatches them up and they go upside down and, be in a net. All right. So the jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. All right. The robber. Okay. The Lord shall come as a thief in the night. All right. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. All right. So when they go over to that valley, all right, to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, okay, all of these troops, these people who are, saying that they're going to go there and, battle and go to war, they're not coming back, man. Okay, and that's the next phase, and that's why you see this anthrax, all of that's all bioweapons, and that is all going to be used on this battlefield. It's going to be gloves off. It's going to be gloves off. And that's going to be the urgency of them trying to hurry and in this conflict. All right. It says this the snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Okay. Verse 11 says, terrors. All right. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. All right. And so you know they're gonna rain, all right, rain those nukes on Esau. Okay. They're gonna make it rain nukes on Esau. Okay. All right. So with that being said, um, and I could go on, but um, uh, hey, terror shall make him afraid on every side. There's not gonna be nothing that this devil can't do, man. All right. There's gonna be nukes. There's gonna be bio weapons. There's gonna be all kind of things coming down on Esau. Economic, his economy, all of that is going to be coming down on him. Okay, all of that is going to be coming down on him. Verse 12 says, "His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side." All right, and 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 that's what's going to happen, man. All right. Let's cover this. And all these, even reading down, these are all some good scriptures. All right. I'm gonna jump down. All right. Because I guess hey, those nukes are going to destroy him. All right. Let's see. It shall devour. Number 13. It says it shall devour the strength of his skin. Okay. They say Esau got some thick skin. All right, but it's not going to work, man. All right. A lot of you think you got thick skin. You're not going to be able to stand what you see. A lot of you are going to die. The scriptures tells you a lot of you are going to give up. Your hearts are going to fail you, and that's going to come from seeing some of the shit that you're going to be forced to see. You're not going to be ready, okay, spiritually or physically for what's about to come. Okay, and so this could come any day now, and Nate and these other Israelite groups are not warning you. Okay, they're not warning you. Because even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. So we know who that is, right? All right. It says his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. All right. And that's when those nukes are going to those nukes and those chariots are going to just have its way with the US, all right, with Babylon the Great. And so I'm going to stop there. Lord willing, you were edified in this lesson, and until next time, shalom.